Okay, so I got an inspiration by this awesome guy that the other day asked me, what are the 5 tips that you would give anybody if they want to build an awesome business and build something that plants roots all over the world? And that got me thinking, because I have the information and I know it and I've been doing it for the last several years, but it was such a good question. So I'm gonna go ahead and summarize that from my standpoint, what I think are the 5 important things and what is the right sequence in order for any of you guys to build an awesome business in this 2018 era. Number 1, you have to figure out how you're gonna change the world. I know this sounds a little bit corny and it's been said over and over, but guys, this is a reality. We have an area of expertise. We have an area of information. We know a lot about something. We all do. That's a reality. If you ask me, I know a lot about the marketing world. If you ask somebody else, they know a lot about photography. If you ask my wife, she knows a lot about business and business structuring. If you ask, I don't know, a gardener, he knows a lot about gardening. So we all have tons of information and we usually take it for granted. I know I did for sure. So whatever it is that you have to figure out how are you able to make a difference in somebody else's life? How are you gonna make a difference on that? Once you figure that out, yes, it's true. Not everybody's gonna be interested in what you have to say. But there's 7.7 billion people on this planet, so trust me, there is a big niche market that is interested in whatever you have to say. Whatever it is, it's probably in the millions of people. Number 1, once you figure that out, you can move on to step number 2. Step number 2 is figuring out really clearly how you're going to distribute that information out there. How are you gonna go ahead and grab that information and put it out there in social media? How are you gonna go ahead and put 1 video a day? Are you gonna do a text, article, an ebook? Are you gonna do pictures that are graphic images showing people how to do stuff? Are you gonna do, I don't know, there's so many different things. People ask me, so what are the different forms of content? It's 4 of them. There's videos, there's images, there's written articles, textbooks, ebooks, and then there's like audio format, which is what we also know as podcasts, radio, etc. That's it. So whatever information that you have to figure out how to put it out there. There's Facebook pages, there's Instagram channels, there's YouTube channels, there's all these things that you can use for free to put the information out there. Do you realize? You probably don't. A lot of you guys don't. People complain about all kinds of things like, oh, Facebook changed the algorithm. Oh, Facebook is different now. Oh, YouTube is impossible now. Guys, it's free. You've been given access to these incredible platforms that allow you to communicate to millions of people, and they don't charge you anything for that. 0. So if you realize that, you gotta just put yourself out there. Imagine yourself in 1960 being handed over a television station. Here you go, you can broadcast to the world. You'll be like, wait a second, I won the lotto. That's the case of what's going on right now. We've been handed over through our mobile devices, through the internet world, this incredible world of communication that we can send messages out like crazy in an unlimited fashion. The question about how much should you do should be answered with how bad do you want it? If you want it really bad, you do a lot of content. If you are okay and you just want to grow little by little, then you do a little bit. It depends on your intensity. The next thing you gotta do, and it's a really important point, is how you're gonna monetize that attention that you're getting now. This is huge. I see businesses non-stop failing in this particular point because they actually go out there, they capture attention. Like the other day I was on the phone with a YouTube star. A lot of subscribers, a lot of attention, not being able to monetize that. They have no idea how to turn that into money. This is important, guys, because once you have an exact idea as to how you're gonna change the world and the content you're gonna be providing and how is that consistency going to happen, and are you gonna do a podcast or whatever it is, guys, work really hard on developing a department of your company that is gonna actually be able to grab that attention and monetize it, turn it into dollars. That could be building a brand. That could be becoming a media company. For example, Facebook is a media company. If you develop a big podcast, trust me, you're gonna have brands in there that are gonna wanna promote because you have a big crowd. Whatever it is, you have to figure that out and you have to have a structure for monetization. What does that mean? You can have an Amazon brand, you can have an e-commerce, you can have a brick and mortar shop. The one thing that sometimes gets confused is that your content, the way that you change the world, doesn't even have to be directly connected with how you're monetizing it. Because at the end of the day, all you really need is attention. Once you have attention, you can monetize. And you can monetize in many, many different ways. It's important for you to figure this out fully. Once you figure that out, you move on to step number 3. Step number 3, and the third tip that you have to figure out is, guys, no matter how much content you come up with, no matter how many posts you do every single day, no matter how much you do, you are gonna be broke for the rest of your life if you don't figure out distribution of that content. Distribution is going to be king, because if you learn how to distribute, what do I mean? Running ads on Facebook, running ads on Instagram, using Google AdWords, using whatever social media that is dominating today, or whatever means of communication that is dominating, to distribute, get your message out there, then you're not gonna be able to make it. If you guys think about it, you probably have not met, and neither have I, the greatest geniuses in this planet. We have all heard about Einstein and the incredible artists, Da Vinci's, and all these guys. Those are guys that somehow either they got lucky or they figured out. They figured out distribution. You have to figure that out yourself too, because no matter how smart you are, no matter how great your content is, if you don't find out how to use the advertising products, how to distribute, you're not gonna be able to make it. There's courses on that. I'm actually gonna talk about that towards the end of the video, but there's a lot of things that you can do to learn how to distribute. Next to nothing. It's so affordable today to figure that out. Those 3 tips are the most important ones, guys. If you get those ones controlled and actually done, you're going to probably, very likely, be successful. There's other barriers that come into effect later on as a growing pain of any business. For example, I will tell you the tip number 4 would be how to scale, how to grab your ads and take them to the next level without losing control. I have seen a lot of companies invest $10,000 in ads in a month and be so successful, and now they say, okay, forget about it, I'm gonna do $100,000 now, and the whole thing collapses. That's not how you grow. There's an exact science and a routine and a system that needs to be put in place for you to be able to scale your business correctly. And that's tip number 4. You have to learn how to use it. Don't grow too fast, don't get desperate, keep on scaling your ads as you see results slowly. Number 5, and the final tip of the day, is going to be hiring staff, growing your staff, growing your team, bringing in all-stars to your team that are gonna help you grow your business. Don't start buying vacation packages and trips and gold chains and expensive watches until you are really, really on the next level. At the beginning, for years, I would say, while you're really building a business long-term, you have to put money towards growing your business. And sometimes the valuable staff, the people that are gonna help you get to the next level, guys, they're not cheap. And it's okay to invest in people, because at the end of the day, it's all about people. A company is not a company. A company is really a bunch of awesome people, especially if it's a company that is growing. That's the way it is. And people sometimes forget about that. It's not a bunch of like little individuals. It's awesome people that are helping you get to the next level. The good news is, guys, that a day like today, in 2018, it's super easy to scale a team. Even the famous virtual assistant team. You can get people to work with you and help you all over the planet. No matter what, I have members on my team from all over the world, and because of the technology world, it feels like they are together with me in the same building. That's tip number 5, and I hope that you like it. So guys, if you like this video, we have a webinar that I have coming up on the 26th of April. And I want you to sign up. I'm gonna put a link above and below that all you gotta do is go in there, register, and on this webinar, I'm gonna cover some of the strategies that I've used to generate millions of dollars. Just in 2017, I helped my clients and myself generate over $80 million in sales just with advertising on the digital platforms. A lot of incredible things. So on this webinar, I'm gonna show you 4 killer strategies that are gonna help you either start using Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or take your game to the next level. So go ahead and sign up and don't miss it, because it's gonna be awesome, and there is limited seating on it I hope you liked it, and go ahead and share if you feel like this has provided some value to you. I'll see you soon.